All righty. Wow, there's a lot of orange shirts.
Choose one.
Okay. Whoever I'm pointing at. There you go. All righty.
Good evening, Mr. Mayor and Councilman Richards. My question is that the majority of summons and arrests in schools are for violations and low-level offenses. Arrests and summons don't make schools any safer and don't get to the root of problems that young people have, and they only add to our problems. And our schools are almost only giving summons and arresting Black and Latinx students. And a summons or arrest for students who are undocumented could tear them away from their families. Tonight, can you commit to ending summons and arrests for low-level offenses and ensure that you keep us out of the criminal justice system because of discriminatory school policing? Can we get a commitment from you tonight?
Okay, so I think I can hear in the question a real desire to make sure things are fair. I'm not sure I agree with all of the analysis. I want to be real about that. I don't think there's no place for summons and arrests. I think we should be using summons and arrests as minimally as possible, and that has been the case. There's been a tremendous decrease in the number of arrests and the number of summonses. At the same time, schools have gotten safer. It mirrors the overall situation that we've done in communities in general. Example, 2017 in New York City, 100,000 fewer arrests overall in the city than 4 years earlier, and we got safer. But I do not agree with the notion of taking the tool away entirely, because there are situations that might be appropriate for summons and arrest. To the question of folks who are undocumented, I would clarify to you that we, first of all, to the best of my understanding, on summons, there's no way that that creates any exposure in terms of the immigration authorities. On arrest, I think you know, we do not participate with the immigration authorities unless someone is convicted of a serious or violent crime. So I don't believe that we're putting people in harm's way. I also think it's really important to keep a safe environment in the schools. So I'll conclude by saying, one, where I think we have common ground, reduce arrests to the maximum extent possible, reduce summons to the maximum extent possible, create a lot more dialogue between school safety and students, and a lot more use of restorative justice programs, which we also have been doing a lot of, and we find they work. I think those approaches are what's moving us in the right direction. I do not believe in a blanket ban on summons and arrest, however. Go ahead.
And I'll just add to that I chair the Public Safety Committee in the council, which gives me jurisdiction over the NYPD and also school safety. And we held about a 6 or 7 hour hearing just last week or 2 weeks ago on this issue. And I will respectfully disagree with the mayor that public safety has moved to a warning card system, but they give one warning, and we want to see more than one warning, because if we got one warning in a school, I wouldn't be the council member today. The other thing I'll say just on that is, we now have 5,000 school safety agents in the city, 4,100 guidance counselors and social workers. So we are going to look forward to working very closely with your organization, the mayor, and the city to make sure that that number goes up. We as a city have to show what is our priority, and it should definitely not be criminalizing young Black and brown folk kids, but dealing with the social and emotional issues that many of us deal with. So we look forward to that continued conversation on it.